Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first episode of the talk show. Today we will be discussing about oil, the type of oil that goes into your engine. So stay tuned as we continue to discuss this topic. Have you ever asked yourself, when you go to buy oil, you find there is some numbers that are written on your oil? I will put a picture of a can of oil from one of the major suppliers. There are some numbers you find, 5W and some other numbers. Have you ever asked yourself what those numbers mean? Maybe you've never taken time to look into it. Wewe unaendaga garage, unaambiwa na mechanic oil ni 3,000, filter ni 500 ama 1,000, na air cleaner ni hii pesa, unalipa and you go home. But have you ever stepped to think about it? Have you ever taken your time to think about it? There are some numbers that are written at the can of oil that you get. For example, you find there is 5W 30, 10W 40. The first number denotes the viscosity of the oil when the engine is cold, and the second number denotes the viscosity of oil when the engine is hot. So that is something that you should be able to put into consideration when you're buying your oil, to think about it. Oil to your engine is like blood to your heart. The engine to your car is what powers you. So the same applies. And there has been a discussion about certain oils are not appropriate for certain vehicles. Ama people are having their vehicles knock because of using inappropriate oil. There are three main types of oil, basically. There is mineral oil, there is synthetic, and then there is full synthetic. It depends on the type of oil your car manufacturer recommends for you. In Kenya, most vehicles are comfortable with 15W-40. We live in a temperate environment, so it doesn't get cold. Most places do not go below 12 degrees, and most places do not go above 40 degrees. So 15W40 is recommended for most vehicles. Again, if you're running a performance engine, then semi-synthetic or fully synthetic oil will be good for you. There's something else that is not so common, and it's called high mileage oil. This one basically is for vehicles that are above 150, 200,000 kilometers. That oil is more appropriate for those vehicles, but it is not marketed so much in Kenya. It's not common, but it is there in the market. If you're running a performance engine, it is recommended that you go for synthetic. Synthetic oils are much better at handling the demands of a performance engine, because as you demand more power from your engine, you're also generating a lot of heat. And part of the function of oil, other than being a lubricant, it acts as a coolant to your engine. It dissipates heat away from your engine too. So if you're using normal oil on that engine, it is bound to fail. So it is advisable, if you're running and demanding more from your engine, it will be advisable to use synthetic oil. If your car is not a performance car, but it's just a newer model, by virtue of its age and by virtue of how it performs, a semi-synthetic oil would be a good compromise. It offers you better performance, while at the same time it's friendly to your pocket. On the other hand, if you drive an old car, by old I mean 90s backwards, just the normal oil should be fine by you. You don't need the synthetic oil. And then again, it all boils down to how you want your car to run. Synthetic oil is great for certain cars, but for older models, at times even the car doesn't register. Have you ever done an oil change and suddenly you find that your vehicle is smoking and it was not smoking? Every engine comes with the recommended capacity of oil you're supposed to put in your engine. There's a common mistake that most people do. You find that you're overfilling your engine or you are underfilling your engine. Mostly, if you overfill your engine, your vehicle will tend to smoke, and it messes with your oil pressure. So it is counterproductive to not follow the manufacturer's recommendation on the amount of oil you're supposed to use. Because basically a 2000cc engine and 1200cc engine, they don't take the same amount of oil. I've had a vehicle that I used to put 2.2 liters and it was enough because it was 900cc. And then I've had a vehicle that the recommended is 6 liters. So you should be very careful with that. And here are some tips before you go to do your oil change. You can check up online and see if your vehicle takes 3 liters, 4 liters, 2.5, because that is information that is readily available. It is just a click away. And I would recommend that every time you're doing an oil change, make sure it's filled up. Usiambie mechanic aka kadogo umebakisha mwaga ndani ya engine kote. No. It could mean the difference between your seals being sane and your seals going kaput. On this channel, we shall be highlighting events that will be taking place on the weekend. This weekend, there are a couple of events that will be happening. Corolla Nation will be having a charity drive to Eldoret, if I'm not wrong. Then there is a Sunset Kosa that will be happening along ICD Road. We would have preferred it to be in Nyahururu for the drive and the fun of it, but all the same, that's an event. Prince Lou also will be taking place this weekend. If you have an event and you would like it to be highlighted on this channel, please feel free to reach out and contact us on our socials or in the comments below. Our shoot location for today is at Road Trip Lounge, Nakuru. Road Trip Lounge is at Shell in Sobea. They have a very nice place. You can come check out their ambience, have drinks, have fun. They have a variety of drinks, and you can sit down while your time and have a good time.